Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I'm your homegirl, Miss Ella Marie. That's me, and welcome to the Tribe Sis. So y'all, I'm coming to y'all because I want to tell y'all about my week, girl. Like what has been going on, what has been taking place, and child, it just has been a lot. So girl, if you kicking it with the sis and you just fucking with the content or whatever you doing, Miss Ma'am, let's go and get into it because baby, we need to talk about a couple things, okay? So get your drink. We need a little wine. And y'all, let's get into it. So, girl, let me tell y'all about my week, child. First thing, I got called to do an interview. Now, y'all, when I got called to do this interview, child, I'm thinking, Miss Ma'am has said WGCI. And if you from the Chicago area, then girl, you know that WGCI is the radio. So we listen to the radio. We don't, yeah. So I'm thinking that Miss Ma'am is saying let's do a radio interview. The girl who called me the woman who called me for the interview. So I'm thinking she like, okay, let's do an interview. Okay, girl. What? Now, y'all, at first I was not going to take this interview at all. Because me and this woman had several ties. It was, once you play with me, it's over with. So me and this woman had several ties. It was nothing, it was not giving, come and do an interview for me. So I was not finna respond back to her, but something in my spirit told me to go ahead and respond. So it was this opportunity to speak on WGCI. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm finna show up. Now, y'all, this was like literally not even a 24-hour notice. Like, sis called me that morning, and then the next day I had to be there at 10 o'clock. This wasn't even on full 24-hour notice. So I'm thinking, of course, we finna go and do a radio interview, so whatever. Girl, I put on my wig, child. Y'all know, okay, so look. If you new here, hey, sis, I talk, and also I say shit that you wouldn't expect for me to say, but I say it, so excuse my heart, okay? Don't hold it against me. Now, y'all, when I went to this interview, I had put on my mama wig, like I was going to be a mama, and I had put on my hat. I ain't no glue, no nothing. It wasn't melted, it wasn't nothing. It was just laying up there by the grace of God. So I put my little self together. Now, luckily, girl, I came with some decent clothes on because, of course, I'm thinking that I'm finna be on the radio, not on the TV. Neither here nor there, just yet. So I go with my wig up under my head, by the grace of God, and black turtleneck shirt on, jeans, and some boots. Girl, Timberland boots, real Chicago, like, oh my God. Now that I look back on it, Jesus help my heart. So I go, this how I show up. I'm presentable, but it's not at Miss Ella Marie fashion. So, girl, I get to this place, and it's WGN, not WGCI, the radio, where can't nobody see me. It's WGN News, where everybody can see me. Now, all that morning, I was supposed to be there at 10:30. That's when the interview started. I decided to be out and about a little earlier, so I was just lollygagging around until the time for me to go, when I could have been at home preparing if I had known. So I'm thrown into this sea with no life jacket on, and girl, it's time to show up. So y'all, I'm over here, we having a general conversation, me and said person that invited me, and girl, I'm just like, what the fuck? When she said it, I'm just like, what the, like, ma'am, I thought this was WGCI. I was going to be behind a microphone talking to somebody. I didn't know that I was going to be in front of a camera talking to somebody. Now, I need to remind y'all, doing YouTube and talking in person or live, that's a whole nother realm, okay? This is my own creativity and my own little bubble. I do and edit and, add whatever I want to add. But when it's somebody else directing and controlling your craft or what you got to say, you just like, ma'am, you could have told me that it was what this was and this was what it was going to be. Miss Ma'am didn't tell me nothing. So like I said, I'm up here with my wig sitting up under my hat. with 2 of the disciples on each side holding it down. Girl, and the only thing I got in my bag to save me is some Max lip gloss. Beauty supply store lip gloss, y'all. That's it. That's all I got. I goes up in this bathroom, y'all. I try to pull myself together. Pat, pat, pat. I don't know what I thought a paper towel and some water was gonna do, but I pat, pat, pat. I started tapping on the genetics. I pat, pat, pat. I put this Max lip gloss on. I'm in the mirror. I'm trying to do something to this mama wig because I ain't even fly down her all the way. She was just like bumped a little bit to go outside. Put this wig on. I put it back all the way back. I said, we gonna go into it. The show must go on. Y'all, why? So y'all, why? I'm just over here in the mirror like, I'm talking to myself at this point, y'all. I'm in the bathroom talking to myself. I'm full blown having a conversation with myself. I'm like, why did I not prepare for this? Why was I not, you know, all the way together when I accepted this interview? Girl, I was going through all the specs, but it was not time for that because these people was here, y'all. They was setting up the little cameras and the ring lights and everything in the room. It was go time. So even though I'm over here patting on myself in the mirror trying to get my genetics together, girl, I'm calling on my granddaddy now. I said, oh Lord, like just slim it down, contour it, smiles, like let the eyes come through, something. So girl, I'm like, okay, well, whatever it is that I need to be doing here, just let me do it. Let me do it. Let me do it. Because like I told y'all, me and this woman had severed ties. Like, I had moved on to it. It was no hard feelings, but I had moved on to a different space in my life. So my life required different things. And then there was certain stuff that just didn't sit right with me. And it was just like, and I had to remove myself from the situation. So we had several ties. So I didn't expect to be in this predicament. Now, I had prayed about the situation. I'm like, whatever it is, God, that I'm supposed to be doing here, just let me do it. And, you know, I move on. Like, I digress. I may not be in the state that I would want to be in, but obviously I got a job here to do. So, y'all, I put it together in the bathroom. I come up out the bathroom, and girl, I goes in the room and I sit down. Now, initially, it was the interviewer, cameraman. They was like real sweet. So it was like, I wasn't nervous, but I was nervous. And so my support system was in the room, which I'm used to being, you know, around him and doing my craft and just being myself. So it wasn't no problem with him being in the room, but it was another parent in the room. And girl, she was a younger parent. So I'm just like, oh my God, like, and I got this thing with inspiring young girls and doing shit with young women. And I just be like, I want to be an inspiration for a young woman because I don't have a daughter. So if I can inspire another young woman to do better and go forward and be whatever she wants to be in life, it just get me fueled up, y'all. So I'm just like, oh, I gotta deliver for this young woman. Like, I don't know, it was crazy. So I'm like, okay, put it together. Girl, I go up in this room, I sit down. I'm here. I'm here. So girl, I'm like, she like, would you like for the room to be clear, or are you okay with them being here? I said, yeah, we can clear it. But she never put them out. So I didn't want to be like a diva, like, oh my God, put them out, I can't do it. So I'm like, okay, whatever. Girl, I sit down in this interview chair. I sit down in this interview chair, and I'm just like, Mia, hold on, wait, let's get this together because I wasn't ready. Let's get this together. So I'm like, I'm sitting down in this interview chair, y'all. I'm like this. I'm sweating bricks. Because at this point, I'm like, girl, I wasn't expecting to be on no news. Like, I was expecting to be in the radio, like people on their way in their car smoking long ass cigarettes on 290 going to work. Like, I don't know. I thought I was gonna be on the radio. So I was shitting bricks, y'all, and I was just like, okay, well, I gotta do it. Girl, so the woman asking me questions and all of this. And so y'all know I was a young parent. And it was like I wanted to shed light on what it's like to be a young parent. And people don't understand that when you a young parent, that shit is tough. Like, it's not for the weak. And when I mean a young parent, I'm talking to like 21 and under, 18 and under. Like, you're a young parent, you don't know. Like, some of us 16 and under. So you don't know certain things. And then you are in this situation where you have to make life-changing decisions. And you need people around you that's going to support you. And like, not support you because they want to be a part of the story, but support you to alter your story. To not let your story be written off because of this predicament that you're in, this situation or this life obstacle that you're in. A lot of people try to put us to the side, or, you know, oh, well, y'all will never be shit. And that's not true. That's not everybody in there. So I wanted to shed light on what I said and what I've been through, and just speak through my experience. And I didn't realize that my present day life, being a mother with multiple kids, I was speaking to the interviewer situation. And I wouldn't have never thought that this was her reality, judging a book by its cover, but it was. So I was able to be relatable far as this interviewer. But then I didn't realize, I knew that I wanted to shed light on my own situation, but doing so, I shedded light on other people's situation in the room. And it was like, when I was in the bathroom trying to get myself together, yeah, I was thinking about my appearance, but I also prayed and I asked God to reveal whatever it is that he wanted me to say in this moment, to do whatever he needed me to do in this moment. And if he just needed me to be a vessel in a word, that's what I was here to do, no matter what my appearance looked like. And like I said, I had several ties with this woman. So it was like, I'm here to do a good deed on your behalf. Even though I found a way, she was offering to benefit me from this, or for me to benefit from this, but I found another way for it to be more than just that. Like, I'm not here to benefit from, I'm here to do whatever it is that God needed me to do. And when I shed a light on my own experience, I was able to support two other sisters that could relate to what I've been through. I was able to support them in that moment. It was like, it was crazy because it was like we was all from different walks in life, but we had this one common thing that brought us like together. You could tell, because it was like when people find a newfound respect for somebody, or they can relate to you in a different light, you can see the change in the energy. You can see the change in the environment. You can see almost like the guards be let down a little bit more, because I can understand a certain part of you, and I can understand the trials and tribulations that you done been through. And I just felt like that was so amazing in that moment. And it was crazy to me because I have never been in that situation. I have never been called to do an opportunity like that. But it was almost like opening my eyes to what my vision is, giving me a glimpse into what I hope to be my future. And it made me trust in his word a little bit more, because I'm like, if he can just call me out of the blue, because literally, y'all, me and this woman hadn't talked in months, last year type of months, like up in 2022 type of months. And for this woman to call me out the blue and to put me in this situation or this environment to shed light on what my vision is, it was crazy to me, because most people would look at it like, oh, you got called to do an interview. But I had the insight to see, this is what you asking for. So are you ready to deliver on what you asking for? Because we can pray, we can manifest, we can throw it out in the universe, we can do all of these things, but when it's time, when it come down time to really execute what you're asking for, are you ready for that? Are you really ready to do what you want or what you're asking for? Because I feel like I'm going to trust in his word, and I'm going to trust in my instinct. I know what my vision is. I know what I want to do, and I know the places that I want to get to. So I'm willing to take every step in order to secure that vision. Like, from the beginning of the year to now, y'all, I have literally walked by faith and not by sight. And I have been covered every step of the way. At the end of the last year, I walked away from the most money I have ever made for my peace and for my intuition. My intuition told me to do something. And although it was one of the toughest decisions that I have yet made, far as financially, it was one of the best decisions that I've made spiritually. And for my emotions, for my peace, for my sanity, for my environment, my health. Like, it was one of the best decisions I have made, y'all. And I literally been covered in every area in my life since then, like this far. And I've been manifesting and I've been praying. That's why when I made that video, I'm like, y'all, literally, this is the steps that I'm taking. And I don't know if people thought that was just like a video for views or whatever the case may be. Yeah, I create content, but I bring y'all real and raw shit, period. Like, I may make a story time and kiki about a lot of shit, but I'm going to bring you the real and the raw. Whatever I say on this channel is really me authentically showing up. This is my creativity. This is my bubble. This is my atmosphere. I don't have time to punk fake it with nobody. I don't have time to promote no other shit. Like, I may drink on here. Y'all may even see me. But look, let me tell you something. I am who I am. That's why when I come on here and I say I am Miss Ella Marie, that's me, that's me. I truly wholeheartedly believe that. And I'm practicing that in my life every day. So for me to have this interview with one of the major news channels, whether it's a little small segment or not, I'm in the space in my life where I'm celebrating every milestone. Shout out to y'all for making it to 200 subscribers. This video is going to be a landmark for us right here at 200 subscribers, because I feel like if 200 people could step in the room, 2,000 people could step in the room, 200,000 could step in the room. It does not matter like what we at right now. It's about what we really going to. And so to have this interview on the news, and this is so personal because this is a news channel that I'm watching every morning as a parent in my everyday life. I'm getting up, ironing kids' clothes, watching the news. What the weather gonna be like? This is something that my mother watched when she was getting me ready for school. So like, to have an interview on this channel and to speak with these people that sit in these places, I just could only relate back to the prayers that I done sent up to him and asked him to put me in rooms that I never thought I would be in, to open doors for me that I never thought would be existing, period, to do things in my life that I could never envision for myself because maybe my eyesight is not big enough yet. I want him to envision it. I want him to put me in those areas. And this interview was one of those areas. I never, ever, ever envisioned even being on the news. Like, I'm from Chicago. This city alone is a struggle field. They call us Chirac. And not even to be on no petty or put my city on the map like that. To get out of Chicago is a lottery ticket. And to successfully do it and not just run away from Chicago, because that's a difference. To grind here in this mud and to get it out of this mud successfully and do something successful, it's a different type of lottery ticket. And I ain't tripping on nobody who left and went and got it out the mud somewhere else. But I'm just speaking on what's going on here with me personally. So to grind and to get it out the mud and go somewhere else and do it, that's a whole different avenue. And it's like, I have a lot of planted seeds right here in the city. So my option to just flee and go somewhere else is not the same like everybody else. So I'm grinding here right here to get it in the mud and go somewhere else. So it's just like, to be in that predicament, in that environment, and to somewhat feel comfortable in the uncomfortable situation, I felt like it wasn't nobody but God sending me there. I'm going to go before you, and I'm going to answer the questions, open the door, seize the opportunity, cushion the environment, lead you, guide you, and protect you so you can execute what your vision is, only because you trusted in my word and you removed people from your life and in your environment and you've closed yourself up. Y'all, everybody don't got access to me. People that I used to mess with can't mess with me now, y'all. People, look, baby, see, quiet as kept. They can't fuck with me how they used to. Like, I'm not the same person. I don't do the same things. I don't move the same way. I don't participate in the same shit. So it's like me and you, we don't know each other. And these are people that I felt like I had to be with every day, on a day in, day out. Like, I've removed myself from certain environments, certain friendships, certain avenues, certain jobs, just certain things. And it's like, I'm cool with that now that I look back on it, because I can see what the growth from that removal was. I seen a vision for myself, and I still see that vision. I'm trusting in his word, and I'm trusting in the process. I'm removing people that could hinder me from that vision and could hinder me from my focus and my interest and my hunger for his word. I'm removing them. I'm separating myself. I'm removing myself from things and desires that are not of my own. And I'm executing everything that's thrown my way. I don't care what it is. I'm knocking it the fuck out. And y'all, that's just, you know, my ass on my chest as a woman, as a strong black woman. I'm going to execute anything. If it's for my babies, it's done for. Like yesterday, it's over with. If it's for myself, this new season I'm in, it's done for. Period. And I've seen the numbers. Y'all, I've been literally trying to make it to... YouTube have taken, I don't know how many subscribers from me. But I noticed that the subscribers was taken from me they weren't authentically mine. These were people that I went and supported, and they came back and supported, but they really didn't support. All the people that was really mine is still around. And my son be like, y'all, look. My son be literally trying to help his mama grow her YouTube. My baby is seeing my vision. He's seeing my hard work. He's seeing my dedication. All my children are. And they are so respectful and so mindful to their mother's vision. I know that I'm embedded in them, that you can go and get anything that you want. When we hit 200 subscribers, they was happy for me so hard. Like, I'm talking about, it was heavy on the support. Heavy on the support. And I feel like I'm showing them, go and get it. Trust, remove, and execute. Vision, trust, removal, and execution. That's it. Y'all, I had to. Because it was something in this message or in that interview that he needed to reveal. And he needed some people that was once in my place, because this was for a good cause. I don't want to reveal it just yet, but it was for a good cause. And I told Sean that I was like, maybe somebody else that's in this situation in their life or this season in their life where they need this environment and they need this support system. And maybe that's what he wanted me to do in that moment. And that's why that opportunity presented itself out the blue. Like, y'all, I was at home, girl, and I was getting ready for the weekend, child. And this opportunity came out the blue. And it was like, are you going to show up and execute? Or are you still doubting yourself? So, I'm like, I have no other choice but to show up and execute. Like, if this is my vision, why not trust in myself? So, yeah, y'all, that was crazy. It was crazy as ever to even be in that situation, that environment. Girl, that opportunity, period. Like, I wouldn't have never thought that, y'all. So, I'm just in the process of loving on my vision, trusting in my vision, trusting in his word for my vision, and removing anything that don't suit me. I don't suit them, whatever it is, or it's. And girl, execute at all costs. Like, execute no matter what. And that's really what it's about. Last year, I was in my disciplinary season. I had to be disciplined with what I was doing, girl. My life was all over the place last year. And y'all, I literally had to prioritize, girl. It was all about time management. It was about a lot last year. And I was able to succeed in multiple areas on what I was trying to do. And I knew it was a character building season last year. I got really heavy in my faith. And I just gained a different outlook on life and me as a person, my situation, my spirituality, what I want to do, my vision for myself, girl. And I started to dwell into that, deep dwelling into it. Like, I'm talking about obsessed with it, and I'm still obsessed with it now. Like, if I can't be in my zone, I can't execute, I can't do what I need to do, girl, I am a complete monster. Y'all hear me? Like, if I'm not being productive in my purpose or contributing to my vision, girl, I am a complete monster. Don't nobody want to deal with me. And it's like, move, sis, get out my way, let me execute, because that's what I'm here to do. So that's what I've been up to this weekend, y'all. But for the new people that has came along and welcomed into the tribe, hey y'all, how y'all doing? I am Ella Marie. I'm like your crazy ass country cousin, and girl, I be giving all the tea. We be doing a little story times, we do girl talks, and we do fashion videos, makeup, whatever it is, girl. That's just me. I'm all around Miss Jackie of trades, baby. So welcome to the tribe, sis. If you are fucking with your girl, or you just fucking with the content, make sure you share, you like, and you comment. When I say share, I'm talking about share to everybody, sis. Your baby daddy cousin, your baby daddy baby mama cousin, your baby mama baby daddy cousin, and his grandmama too. Because we be over here kicking it with the mamas them too. So yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all in my next video. Don't forget to follow me on all my other social media platforms too, because I'll be leaving them in the description box, like Snapchat and Instagram, because I'll be over there with them, and I'll be doing a little something over there. So yeah, y'all, don't forget to follow me on my other social media platforms if you want to keep up with me outside of YouTube. And I'll see y'all next upload. Bye, boo.